Doctors. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I'm going to do this video backwards. Dr. RD, third round. Someone who's actually read a book that should actually follow the instructions. A doctor, a classical doctor. Is it a dude doctor? It's not a dentist. Those dentists are more hands-on than anybody else. But what's actually wrong with man? He broke his foot? Okay, let's look at the instructions about man and how to put that foot back together again. All the king's horses and all the king's men were surrounding the perimeter of that prison again. Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. Question is, was he in between the two sides trying to take care because he was the egg? This side touched the outside of this egg, this side touched the other side, but now because the egg is in between, we make the egg in between, just like we make this, and there you go. Where's the extra? You see this over here? See this length over here? This is what happens. Our hair is now growing. We have shown the other side. You see this? Two sides. The white sheet, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, and it's right over here. Because we're connected. So the connection, we never get to touch. The only place we actually get to touch is at the edge, like making a weld. Doctor, oh no, don't do that. It can't be done. I read it in the book. Somebody else did it. 900 doctors in the world, out of 900 doctors in the world, actually did something called a test. Then one of the doctors that was there told a friend, and they ran that test one time. So the only thing that one doctor who didn't do it, that tested one time, saw what 900 doctors did and said, that suits me fine. But I've got a disorder that really doesn't work. They give doctors different names when we don't want to mix up things that work and don't work, so they call them psychiatrists. The thinker of the believer of the book somebody else wrote, they read, and now they can see and use their judgment until they have enough experience. And by that time, the patient is so screwed up, what the hell, anyways, anything is going to work, because what the hell do I know? 900 different pills. Have you ever noticed that it was that pill that caused this pill to take its own effect? Because it created something that the doctors knew, but they told you. The doctors warned you. Here's a pill. It's going to cure you good enough. But don't worry if your fingers and your skin fall off. If you can no longer see through one eyeball. If you now have to wear glasses that say the top side of these glasses I can see far and the bottom side I can see close. Therefore what? I really can't see it all altogether? Far, close. If they're seeing both, what am I seeing? Distortion. Doctors. D4, R9, 4, 9, ID. 4 by 9 is 36, 4 and 9 is 13, 49, green 8. Green 8 is man, because when 8 becomes 6, green and pool is 6 and 14, 1 and 4 be the connection to create 5, the one ace that connects in 6, saying the communication one howls at the moon and picks up its own vibration. What is a doctor that read a book? Don't get me wrong. If you ask me, I could be in the middle of the street right now, hit by a car, and all I'm saying is, get me a doctor. Get me a doctor. It's like fucking the chicken. I mean, what the hell's that? It's 5 a.m. When the chicken starts crowing, you know it's early in the morning. How do I know? I read a book, just like the doctor. So, I mean, my information should be just as good. I read a book. Mary had a little lamb. Fleece and snow, so I fucking must know a whole lot of shit in this world. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Every single rhyme, riddle, songs and diddles, men playing fiddles, violins and riddles. The piano connecting two sides. 62 may be the queen. 26 might be your short count. 194 connects the queen over to Uranus. 26 times 3 is 78 plus 8 is 86. Of man's heaven inside queen, in which will reflect to the word card, bear. See, the minute I think of bear, right away I need an aspirin because of the ass. You know, bear aspirin, bear aspirin, bear ass, bear aspirin. Isn't that correct? When I say bear ass, right? Bear ass, bear aspirin. Oh, look, get the bear aspirin. Bear ass. Same thing. How did they drag the two together? The headache pill for your ass. Your two cheeks that go in your leg. Yeah, your butt cheeks, one in each leg. You pull one leg off, it's like a frog's leg. You get a cheek, a part of your ass. The hole will no longer be the center, although it would be the center of your body. You'd be offside because one side, even if one side is missing, one side is... Wait a second, I'm not supposed to be doing this video for another half hour. This is just a practice video. This is one like reading a book, so I can be like the doctors. Read it once, read it twice, and on the third time, here comes the patient. What are we going to diagnose? We're going to diagnose this patient. 7 billion people in the world, and one person is going to tell the patient how he is because of a book they actually read. Even if they're close and it helps. All these medical pills and what they distort in your own mind, this is the best they do. Well, you know what? It was all based on a test. They call it in my book, I'm going to tell you right now, SIG test. I do not remember what the SIG meant. I do have it in one of my 700 to 1200 pages that I have written, maybe more. The SIG test. That's what they call it. 19, 9, and 20. 21.99 or 20.99 or 21 or 29.91. Regardless, the phone is ringing. It's my friend at work, Steve. Just like I said, he's going to answer me. Should we keep up with this on the line before I hang up? Let's get this. Hello, Steve. Do you know what's funny? About a half an hour ago, I said to Caro, I said, you know what, I have to call Steve, but I can't call him till 1:30. Nothing. What's happening? Are we going tonight? Oh, my phone. Oh, I can't believe it. I have to plug in this phone. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Isn't that amazing? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I said I'm going to call him in a half an hour, and then it's a half an hour later, and he calls me. Yeah, I'm back, 7:28 in the video. Oh, my God. Am I disturbing your day? This is just after lunch. This is 1:30 on a Friday. So whatever I say, you're going to take home. SoCal. 50. This is 50. Okay? 313. This is the butterfly. So is it the 50 butterflies? I don't know. But I can tell you right now, 305 is 365, and it's the end of the line. It's the end of the line, Albert. No more oil to deliver for you, Albert. A few things I wanted to say is because I'm the doctor of the letters. This says plant, and in French, this says plainte. But you can say it the same way, plant, plant. Two different language, but this is to complain. This one's in the paint. Take away the L, which is the light, which is inside creation. C is 1, 1, and 1. The primary 6 to 9 numbers are based on what, let's explain, genetic code is inside that whole number. It's a number 2. It means something what 2. If you take any part of 2 apart, 2 will no longer be 2. It will no longer exist. Otherwise, it would be 4, and it wouldn't be 2. And something that may have been 2 is no longer here as 2. So every one of those first 5 or 6 numbers are combinations like a DNA that cannot be changed, only distorted. They must always work in that same cycle rotation. That's why when you say 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 and 2, 1 plus 2, 2 and 2, or 1 plus 3 and 3. Take a look at the dice. 1 and 2. There's no other numbers. Because there's 1 and 2 and no other numbers, that 1 and 6 is 7, and 2 and 5 is 7. What doesn't exist in this now is 4, okay, and 3. Does not exist in this. But it does exist, but it doesn't exist, and I'll show you both whys and both reasons why it doesn't exist. Because if we create the 7 worlds, 1 and 2 are the first time ever. They were never there before. Never. 1 and 2 were never there. You take away 1 and 2, none of the other dice exist. So the opposition that works with the 1 and 2 is 6 and 5, and that's the communication. But 3 and 4 is not there. 3 and 4 is everything. In the creation of the IT system, where 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 equals 625, 3 and 4 is not in the number 625. 4 times 4 times 4, in which 4 times 4 times 4 will not recreate its own 4, and the long will not recreate its own 3. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 is 256. No 3 and 4. And in both equations, we make straights 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3, 4, 5, is that what it is? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or whatever. Anyways. But 1 and 2 on this dice. So here's the 3. You see the top part here and the bottom part there? Okay. Well, let me show you something. You see that 3? You see that 2? You see that 2? If I put this over this one and this one will disappear. Okay, so say goodbye to that one. Then we'll turn it around this way. See the 4 and 2? This 2 will disappear in this 4, or just turn it to the side and the other 2. So this will disappear. So it's actually this one, okay, this 1 and 2 together that will actually just recreate the 3 dice, right? But the thing is, this angle and this angle, 2 different angles. Now, when you keep it on this angle, what you get out of this angle is your 666. Why? Because this corner over here will get the 4 part. You'll see it'll get the 4 part. See this 4 part over here? It'll get that angle, that 4 part. By holding it this way, it automatically gets either the corners of the 6, see the way this dot and this dot will take this dot and this dot? But if you put it, if you put it this way, see this one is straight up and down? And see this one? It's getting in the center. You have all 9. This will make all 9. So your angles, A or B. Which angle do you want to be on? Okay. The other thing is, so we have 2 that exist in every single one. And when we turn it, that 2 on that angle automatically makes 6. Because we fill in this side and this side. And that side is what fills in because of this, the point up here. Don't forget, I'm assuming all these come in little pieces and not as one cube, but they come together as one cube. So we know how 1 and 2 exist. We started this whole thing with Doctor, give me a call. So we had 1 and 2. 3 times 4 and 3 plus 4 will equal to 12, which equals to A and B. And at the same time equals to 12, it equals to 3 plus 4 is 7, which is the gateway. 7, 7, 7, which is the cube. So when we get 1 and 2, which recreates 5 and 6, 5 and 6 is 11. And you play the game in craps as a casino. On the come out, 11 is a winner. Yo, 11. I think it pays whatever, 15 to 1. I don't remember. And the loser on the opposite side is 1 and 2. And when you're on the come out roll, all those that are not on the pass line and they're on the don't pass line, DP, don't pass, no light. Pass line equals the light avenue, PL, pass line, park place. The avenue of where the light is going to be in the face of the ace of man, who gets it up the ass all the time because it's an association. If there's no end, there was no beginning, because you need rotation. You need a beginning and an end inside the entity that it is right now. That is its end. The end result to a secondary life, the afterlife, they don't tell us in this world, so maybe we're not supposed to count it in this world. What's after is after, what's now is now. You got to live for now, just like there's never any after. But you have to live for now as if there is an after by following strict rules and regulation for the better understanding and connection between all. All is everything that exists. It is you and me and anything you can see. So we pulled out 1 and 2. So when we add up 625 and 256, we have 278. Okay? And then we have 11, and then we have 8, and then we have 8. 8, 1, 8. We have 9 and 8, 17 and 17. We come back to the beginning of 1771. This is a multiply 5 by 5 by 5 by 5, 4 by 4 by 4 by 4, 2 times this. Now, if you want to work this farther, Okay, we can work this a little bit farther. Okay, the three numbers that are actually missing here is actually 3 and 4, which is 7, and then the 7 itself is 14. We're missing the 14 here. Why are we missing the 14 here? Because 6 and 1 is a beginning. It's a completion. So they're all completing numbers. 6 and 2 is 8. 6 and 5 is 11 is 2. It says time heaven in both of them. Area of life. 2 and 8 time heaven. 2 and 8 time heaven of the 7th gate. This is over here. This 41 times 625 is 25, 625. Look it up. So listen, my feet are on the floor and they're saying, Mr. Tackpans. And I'm going, yeah. They're going, Mr. Tackpans. I'm going, yeah, what are you doing? I'm doing a video. So my feet are tapping on the floor saying, you got to stop this video. You're holding up the crowd of the day. It's time to go out. This was only supposed to be a commercial break. Have a good day today. I'm not even quite sure what I did say. What I will say is something I forgot. What I was thinking is I saw my cat go to the bathroom, and I saw the number 2. It looked very wet. I'm saying to myself, water can't be in that part. I said, what if it's the oil that we secrete within us that is used to exalt that derriere number 2, and water is water, and it comes out the Niagara Falls, out the front end of the 7th gate. Oh, we all know it's Niagara Falls. Help, help, I broke my water. Now, what if she's in a splash or something? She broke her water, she's in a splash? Is she in the fucking ocean? An ocean breaks. Water runs. Niagara Falls is the 7th gate. Because I heard a secret the other day. I don't like to talk about this because this is not Mr. Tackpan stuff. I heard that Gaia has a cavern that you can go in, but you got to go down near the floor to see where that cavern is. And apparently the 7th gate is there, and that's where the bell is rung. And if you get to it, at the end of it, if your fish go away, you become that dumbbell that rings that bell. The 7th gate of Gaia. The front end. The legs are spread apart. Okay, what's happening? Is it? I'm back. This is the 3rd time I'm up to Hoover Dam. When she spreads those bridges apart, the Lake Mead River. That's what I keep seeing in my head. That's why I stopped to say what I said. Right before I go, golf, sand trap, marker, Parker Brothers, water, ball, club, angle, and tee. I think I said it all. I hope I didn't say anything wrong. I know I sounded a little bit like you know, in that the area that Mr. Roper doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to talk about that. He'll look at it, but he won't talk about it. You know Mr. Roper from Three's Company. He made me do that last scene. Anything you see on this video, I'm only repeating what I already saw somebody else do. So blame it on them. And my poor choosing. But all I did is what they did and nothing more other than trying to repeat and not being exact. Sorry for that. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. We are all one. Remember, at the end of this all, the greatest reason of being here is because when we are going to be together in strength of Gaia in the new world, and we must go slow. It's going to be a long, hard drive in a short period of time, and at the end we will be together and on top as unity of love. Thank you for watching this video.